Hi everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to make a video for you today and I wanted to do a one brand video, and this video is going to be all Mineral Fusion. I know some of you are saying, Dawn, you do Mineral Fusion a lot. You've done a lot in the past. We know. But I have a lot of new subscribers who didn't watch me when I was only doing clean beauty or prior to that. And Mineral Fusion has always been my favorite clean beauty brand. I used it way before I came onto YouTube. I used it, it's probably when I'm 51 now, and I probably discovered it in my late 30s. And that was like my go-to makeup. And then I started a YouTube channel, or I started watching YouTube. I started buying all this other makeup. But it's always been my absolute favorite clean beauty brand because it is a moderate price range, more than drugstore, less than high-end. It's less than your mid-range brands like Too Faced, It, Tarte. Price point wise, it's a little less, but like I said, higher than your drugstore. But you can get coupons and things like that. And the reason why I wanted to make this video again, or a Mineral Fusion video again, is because Mineral Fusion is available at Target now, at least at all my Targets. And I know you can get them at Target online, which makes it pretty convenient. It used to only be available at healthy food stores like Whole Foods or online or Sprouts, places like that. So it wasn't as accessible and you couldn't go in and look at the products before you purchased them unless you lived near a healthy food store. Otherwise you had to order them online. So these perform every bit as well as really good makeup, mid-range makeup like Tarte, it's on par. And like I said, the price point's a little less. The ingredients are amazing. I'm not gonna go into the ingredients because I've done that ad nauseum in past videos, and you can just go online and look. So not only are these products working great and lasting and making you look beautiful, they also are just filled with really good ingredients that help you anti-age. They have antioxidants, they have peptides, ceramides. Like if there's good stuff that they can put into these products, Mineral Fusion has found a way to put them in there, and the products are wonderful. So I wanted to do a full face of products that you can still find in store or online and share them with you because they're more accessible than ever. And now, you can use Target coupons, you can use coupons all over the place and find them on sales. And so let's just get started because otherwise I'm just gonna ramble. But one more thing, in the description box and the first comment below pinned will be the winner of, hold on, this beautiful Beautylish Good Molecules giveaway that I have done. You've got your beautiful products all in here, unopened, from Good Molecules, and other goodies in there that they threw in. And I purchased these with my own money for one of you. So congratulations. Look and see if you're the winner. If you are, I will have my email address for my YouTube channel where you can email me and send me your information where you would like me to send your gift to you. And thank you everyone who supports my channel, who watches me, and who's here. I appreciate all of you, and I'm going to be doing frequent giveaways, so stick around. There will be plenty more. So now let's just jump in and get started. So there are a few products that I really love, and I'm going to show you the three, and then I'm going to use the foundation because that's what I really want to use today. But they do have BB creams, Mineral Fusion BB creams, for those of you who don't like a medium to full coverage foundation. You want something lighter than like a light coverage. So they have two different BB creams that I've tried. One is the illuminating, and that's more radiant. And I really like this one in the winter months. It's more hydrating. And then in the summer and the rest of the year, I really like the perfecting. And it's just slightly more matte than this one. And it helps kind of control oil and stuff on my skin. So I wanted to tell you about those, that they do have BB creams. You can get all this online too. It's not just available at Target. It's available at your healthy food stores and on the Mineral Fusion website. And there are sales all the time. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start with primer, and I'm using the mattifying primer. I like to use the illuminating one, like I said, in the winter months when my skin, because I have combination to oily skin, I really don't like to be shiny. And even though I'm 51 years old, I still produce oil. So I just really like to put down the mattifying primer. It's really silky and it doesn't really feel mattifying or look mattifying to me at all. It's just not radiant like the other one or hydrating like the other one is. Okay, now this is one of my absolute favorite foundations, drugstore high-end. It's a foundation that I've purchased again and again. I shake it up when I use it always because I guess you should. I'm shaking it up, and this is the Mineral Fusion liquid foundation, and it is in the color Neutral 1. And this is the only color I've ever worn. I wear it in the winter, I wear it in the summer. It's a cool tone, but it doesn't have rosy tones in it. It's more neutral. See, you can see it's like slightly yellow, but what it does is it really combats redness on my skin, and I really like that. It does not have a pump or a doe foot applicator or anything like that. I do watch Teresa Rose here on YouTube, and she loves this brand as well. I think her channel is Clean Living Clean Beauty or something like that. I'll link it below. But she told me that at Whole Foods they do have pumps available for these. I have not been successful in finding one because I forget to look whenever I go there. I did look once when she first told me, and they didn't have them that day. The lady that was there could not find them. And then I just kind of forget to ask when I'm in there after that because I really don't mind applying it with my fingers. Now I'm using a Real Techniques foundation brush. This is a newer to me foundation brush, and I'm really happy that I bought it because I like it a lot. And it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Artis Oval 7 brush. And I wanted to use Real Techniques brushes today because you could also get those at Target. So if you did decide to try something, you could just get everything you need right there at Target. So I backed into my daughter's car the other day. It was kind of a debacle. I'll tell you about it. First, let me, I'm just gonna use some blush. This is a blush stick, and it's in the color Rosette. They make them in a few different colors. I've tried almost all of them, and I really like this one for summertime. I was pulling out of my garage, and my daughter didn't park her car. My daughter, who doesn't live at home right now, she's a college student, and she has a summer internship at a state park. She was home visiting, and she parked her car in the place where I always say, never park your car there. I pulled out of the garage, and my car beeps when it backs up, but it always does anyway because my other daughter's car is parked in front of where my daughter parked her car. So it kind of beeps, and I've learned to ignore it because it's telling me that Paulina's car is there. Well, Nadia's car was right behind it, and I plowed right into it. And yeah, just crashed both of our cars. Everybody was fine. My sons were in the car. I was in the car. And obviously I was in the car. I wish I could say I wasn't. I was in the car. And so yeah, my car went into the shop at the end of last week on Friday, and I just got it back. And now what happened was my daughter, who's living at home, traded cars with the daughter whose car I smashed, and my daughter went back with the car that's not smashed. And now this week my daughter's car is getting fixed. I was so bummed because we decided just to, it's more than our deductible, obviously. So we decided just to go through our insurance, but we had to pay our deductible per car, which was annoying. So many other things we could have done with that money. But anyway, you could tell I'm just frustrated with myself. It's like you do those things, it's an accident. I didn't mean to do it, but I think if I would have done this or if I did that, that wouldn't have happened. And then I had like another disaster that I'll tell you about. Okay, this is an all-time favorite concealer, eyelid primer product. And I use this all the time. I've gone through so many of these, I can't even tell you. And it's, like I said, an absolute favorite. And this is the concealer combo. It's got a darker color for like color correcting and the lighter color for concealing. And mine is in the color Cool. It's just cool. I think it's just cool. I'll link it if there's like a number or anything. I can't see very well without my glasses, which leads me to the next story. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this. I tried a new foundation for all of you, a drugstore foundation, and I never break out. Even foundations that don't work for me don't typically make me break out. I have like these ginormous, like cystic pimples on my face. I'll have to review it for you soon. Some of you might really like it, but it's not for me. So anyways, I'm just going to put this on my eyelids as a primer and just do a little concealing with it and color correcting. I like to use the darker one for my eyelids and for color correcting. It kind of covers blue veins and, you know, just the dark shadows that you get, well, that I get right here on the inner corner. And it just kind of helps my eyeshadow stick and kind of brightens everything up. And you know what, I'm not going to, well, I guess I will. I was gonna say I'm not gonna add anything more to these, but because I don't want to, I was gonna say annoy them. I don't want to irritate them and make them worse, but this should be fine. So anyways, then on, what day was it? Was it Father's Day? Yeah, I think it was Father's Day. My son, I'm just gonna have a little coffee. My son has driver's ed, and he, I'm always telling him, make a copy. Ever since he got his permit, I said, take your permit, make a copy of it, put one in my glove compartment, put one in your dad's glove compartment, put one on the desk, or screenshot it with your phone. You know, he's like one of those kids who's like super, super smart. And then sometimes he's really forgetful of little things. And so I'm always kind of reminding him and keeping on him about those things. And, you know, of course he didn't listen to me. And so this again was, I want to say it's not my fault, but I guess it kind of was. I was cleaning up the house after Father's Day because we had my in-laws over and my parents over, and we made a barbecue and all ate and everything. And I was cleaning up the kitchen afterward, and I've got like this little coffee counter where the only thing over there is like my coffee pot. It's at the bottom of our staircase. And so when I come down the stairs, I often throw boxes, like if I order something online from Amazon or someplace like that, it'll have the receipt in the box, and I'll go through everything, and when I decide I don't need it, I'll set it there so that way later when I come downstairs, I can gather everything up and throw it into the recycling bin, break it all down. Well, there were these little papers sitting there. They were funny little papers that I hadn't seen before, and I didn't have my glasses on. It was late at night. I had gone up, taken a shower, and I came back down to clean the kitchen, and I see these papers sitting there, and I know that they had been sitting there for a couple of days. And so I'm looking at them, and I'm trying to see what they are, and I couldn't read anything on them, but I decided that they were a receipt, and in my gut, I thought, I don't know, something in me was like, don't throw them away, but I threw them into the recycling bin. Well, it was my son's driver's permit, and we didn't realize it till like the following day, and it was garbage day. So he and I were driving in the car. I was telling him to drive. Okay, this is, sorry if the story's getting long. I was telling him to drive. We're gonna go out, we're gonna get lunch, and he's gonna drive. So he goes in and he's looking all over, and he's like, Mom, I can't find my permit. And then I came outside and realized I was driving a rental car. And I'm like, you can't drive anyway. I forgot we're driving the rental car and you can't drive the rental car. So he's like, okay. So he gets in and we're driving down the street, leaving the neighborhood. And he says to me, but it really bothers me that I don't know where my permit is. It's driving me crazy. Did you see it? It was sitting right there. And I said, what? I said, wasn't it in your wallet? He's like, no, I took it out of my wallet. I said, why would you take it out of your wallet? He's like, I don't know. I thought something might happen to it. So I took it out of my wallet a few days ago and I set it there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I threw it away. So we knew it was garbage day. So we turned back around and go back home, and the recycling had already been taken, but the garbage wasn't. So we actually we started going through the bags on the top, and it wasn't in there. So we're like, it could be in any of these bags. So we actually had to take a week's worth of garbage in the summer, sitting in the garage, out into the yard. We poured the whole entire garbage can out. We put gloves on, my gardening gloves, and he had on some work gloves, and we rifled through everything. It was disgusting. Put everything back, didn't find it, and now we get to go to the DMV. So it's like, oh my gosh, life is giving me lemons, but I kind of lost it, and I was upset with my son. I kept saying to him, this is on you. This is not my fault. I've told you so many times, you know, like moms, we just tell them. And I was so frustrated, but I knew kind of in my heart, I should just said, I'm really sorry I threw it away. I should have looked at it closer, even though he should have listened to me. But I didn't do that. I lost my cool and I was just not being nice about it. So I prayed and I'm like, God, you know, in my mind, I'm like, God, please give me patience. This is a horrible situation. If we can't, Lars went back out to look through the garbage can again. I'm like, please help him find it. But if he can't find it, help turn some good out of this or help something good happen, because this is, I know that you don't want this chaos or whatever. So then he didn't find it. He comes in. I'm gonna start putting on my eyeshadow, and it's just one of these Mineral Fusion trios. These are fantastic. They make all these trios in lots of different colors. They have amazing color payoff. They don't have a lot of kick up. They're really good. Mineral Fusion did make a palette like a year or two ago, and it's their velvet something palette, but you can't get it anymore. You can only get it like on eBay and places like that. It's really hard to find online. This is what it looks like. I love it. I don't know why they discontinued it. I'm so happy with it. I love this palette. I actually need to use it more. I use it sparingly because I know I can't get it again, but that's kind of foolish. I need to just use it. They might release a new one, who knows? So, but I'm gonna use the trio because you can get this, and I wanna show you something that if you want it, you can still get it. Okay, so anyways, my son, because of COVID, they haven't been able to do driver's ed. Well, it just opened up this week. I'm gonna do my micro ink pen for my eyebrows. I don't have a Mineral Fusion brow product. So his driver's ed teacher emailed and said sign up for range driving, and what they're doing is like range, where they have cones in a parking lot and they have like all these cars, and the kids have to do all these things like back up through the cones, 3-point turns, all that kind of stuff. So they're doing that, and he had signed up to do it the 24th and 25th, yesterday and today. And so I'm like, oh no, Lars, you're not gonna even be able to go to range now because we haven't gotten your permit. We need to go and apply for it, and then they have to mail it to us. We have to apply for a duplicate. So he contacted his teacher, and his teacher was so nice. He's like, Lars, don't worry, you don't need it for range. We're not going out on the road. We're staying in the parking lot. So he was able to still do his driving this week. I thought about it, and I thought, you know, I have to get that real ID that we all need to get to do air travel. You know, we all need it by a certain time. And I'm like, I haven't even moved on that. So if I have to go to the DMV, I need to probably just take advantage of that and get my real ID. So I'm trying to make lemonade out of the lemons that life has been giving me. But I guess I just need to really be slowed down and be more careful. I need to be more careful. A few big mistakes all in 1 week, and I'm feeling just, you know, you kind of beat yourself up. You get down when things like that happen. Okay, so I'm gonna use the lightest shade, Real Techniques brushes. This one's stained, it is clean. So I have my Real Techniques brush. This is called Jaded, matches my shirt. And I'm gonna use the lightest color and put that down all over my mobile lid. And with this little palette, there is one particular look that I like to do. It's a cut crease look. And the reason I really like to do that with this palette is because it has this really, really nice, deep, dark jade color. And then the really pretty lighter color too. I really like this. I know my YouTube subscriber friend here, Jackie, will like this because she likes green a lot. So, and Jackie likes mineral makeup a lot too. Okay, so I'm taking a Real Techniques fine detail brush like this, and I'm gonna go into the dark color and just pick it up, tap it off, and what I'm gonna do is go into the crease and just draw a line like so. It's a little bit sloppy, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I really do wanna avoid my eyelid. This is just to kind of, my version, I guess, of a cut crease. Do the outer V, and then I line my upper lash line with the same dark green. So I'm basically kind of just boxing in my eyelid. I feel like this is the easiest way that I can do this technique. Okay, now I'm gonna take my brush, and I just want to clean up the center. So it looks like that. I really don't want too much here on the inner corner. So I'm just gonna kind of go over that and brighten that up. If you ever make a mistake on your inner corner and you like it to be bright, that you do something like this where you get dark eyeshadow, a little hack is the NYX Milk Stick. This thing is great. You just kind of put a little there. I never knew what to use this stick for, but now I'm finding all kinds of, brightens it right up. You can also use this as an eyelid primer. There's so many things you could do with this stick. Okay, now I'm just taking a crease brush from Rae Techniques, and I'm going into this pretty green right here. It's like a really kind of frosty, silvery evergreen. And I'm putting it up above my crease and up into my brow bone. And what I really like to do is just kind of elongate my shadow here, like the outer V, just kind of blend it out. And it's really pretty, that green. It almost has like a little bit of gold and yellow in it too. It's just super pretty. It's sparkly. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the darker green right here and just put it on another clean brush. This one's not Rae Techniques. I got this in an Ipsy bag a really long time ago. And I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner, just kind of packing it on just to deepen up that outer corner a little bit more. Okay, Mineral Fusion makes really nice eye pencils, and I have one in charcoal gray that I really like, and I'm gonna tightline and do my waterline. So I don't have a Mineral Fusion mascara. I don't like to spend a lot on my mascaras whenever I can help it. I feel like there's too many other brands of mascara that are inexpensive, and most mascaras are clean because they go on your eye, and so they're so thoroughly tested for that. But I really do like the Pacifica mascaras. So if you want a clean mascara, my all-time favorites are Pacifica. I'm also really enjoying the Honest Beauty one I recently reviewed for you. But Pacifica, I've been using for years and years, and this is the Stellar Gaze. And it is just a wonderful mascara. Doesn't flake, doesn't smear. It defines my lashes and lifts them. It makes them fuller, and I like that it's really, really black. I think this is the one. I might be wrong. I think it's the newest one that has little black, like crystals in it or something like that. It's super like shiny black, not sparkly, but it's just so, so pretty. I'm trying to think of what the name of it is. If I can think of the name of it, if it's not this one, I'll link it below, but I've not been disappointed with a Pacifica mascara. In fact, they were the only mascaras that I used for a very, very long time, and they're great. I don't know why I got away from them. I've been using a lot of drugstore again, but these are truly my favorite mascaras. Okay, I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna come back and do the other eye. Then we'll just do a few other things and say goodbye. This is getting long, but I'm chatty again. Okay, I'm back. I'm almost finished with the other eye, so I thought I'd just come back and chat with you while I finish it. Because while I'm putting on my mascara and things like that, you could still chat. I wanted to also tell you that I got a free trial for Acorn TV. You know, you can get a free trial for like 7 days and try out these like Sundance Now, Acorn, I think Netflix, all those channels. Because I really wanted to watch Gold Digger. It has Julia Ormond in it. If you've ever seen Legend of the Fall, one of my absolute favorite movies, I forgot to mention it actually in my favorite movie video. It's probably my very favorite movie. Beautiful actress. She's in her 60s now. It's a really good movie. She's just beautiful. It's such a suspenseful movie. It's not like the best show I've ever seen. It's 5 shows, I believe. And this story is being told from the perspective of the woman, her ex-husband, her kids, her best friend, and there's a guy in her life that they think is a gold digger, and it's sort of very suspenseful. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I just finished it, and now I am not sure what I'm gonna watch. I still have time on my free trial to watch more if I'd like to do that. So I'm looking for something else to watch. Okay, so I think my eyes are finished. So this is the Jaded. I do need to clean up a little bit here. I don't know, it just looks like I've got something there. So the Jaded Mineral Fusion Eye Palette. So easy to work with. You could use these colors in kind of like any order you want, but this is just what I typically do with it. All these little palettes that I have, I kind of do something different with all of them. And then I sometimes will pull in like another color from another trio, which is really nice. One of my favorite ones is called Fragile. I'll put that on the screen. It's a really pretty one too. Okay, I just put a little concealer here. I don't really enjoy Mineral Fusion's lipsticks. I do like their lip crayons. You can get Winky Lux at Target, another clean beauty brand. And this is their lipstick in the color Butterscotch. This is Butterscotch from Winky Lux, and it's like my favorite kind of nude, a peachy nude. And it really complements the green because green is across the color wheel from peachy colors. So when you use like a peachy blush, it's just really pretty together. So Mineral Fusion does make powdered blushes as well, and they're beautiful. I've tried them in the store. They're creamy, they're buttery. I really want to get one, but it's like I said, a slightly more higher price point than drugstore. And I really like their multi-sticks for blush. I really like the creamy multi-sticks. So that's what I typically just purchase. You can also get their bronzers, their duos like this, and this is Luster. This is like a lighter and darker, but you can get them with like a pink or peach blush here and then a bronzer beneath it. So it's a great way to get a blush and a bronzer together in one. But I really like this lighter bronzer. I don't do a lot of contouring, but if I do, I would use that one. And I just go around the perimeter of my face where the sun would hit. So it looks like I've been in the sun, and I love this because it's a really pretty, cool bronzer for like my fair skin, which is what I need. I don't really look good. I look muddy with orangey bronzers on, but with cool bronzers like this one, they're just perfect. Are you in the same boat as me? Are you fair skinned like I am? And what do you like? Do you like cooler, warmer? I can't say I hate anything, but I really like cool bronzers better than warm bronzers. And even this is very like chocolate matte. And I'm just gonna hold my brush fibers together like this and just do a teensy bit of contour. And get my jawline. And I never contour my nose. I wonder what it would look like. Let's just do it. And there, a little contour on my nose. I look like I've been in the sun. And you can also just, build up your multi-stick as much as you'd like to. Put a little more pink. I've got this pimple. It's driving me crazy because I'm trying to cover it, but then I put blush on and the blush like accentuates it. So, okay. So I guess this will be the finished look. I used all my favorites from Mineral Fusion, and I really love this brand. I feel like this is a brand that if you don't wear a lot of makeup or every day you go to work or something and you just want something really good on your skin that's good for you and it's gonna last and last, and it's a decent price point, I would really suggest trying Mineral Fusion. I feel like it's a very underrated clean beauty brand. They don't do a lot of advertising. They're kind of like Derma E and Andalou Naturals. They're like these hidden gems in the clean beauty world. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, and thank you for spending some time with me. I hope that you all have a very blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you next time.